Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me here, Kevin the Ninja, at the Moto Dojo. Get some light on us here. We're back from our super run that we had on Sunday, 16 miles. We absolutely killed it. We took down those 3 maps in Infinite Warfare Zombies, completed each Easter egg, and it was such a successful run, not only because of completing those maps, we also gained the endurance, hopefully for this next weekend, to do yet another monster run, this time approaching maybe 20 miles as we build up our endurance for our next marathon. 26 miles is going to come not so easily, but we're prepared for it. We're going to be grinding these games until we can get that endurance level fit and solid and ready for us. I think we're going to have success. Today, we're back on the treadmill. As you can see, we're back on Black Ops 7, back on that Singularity grind. It's Tempest time, and you know, it's Snipe City. Since we're done with the marksman rifles, I felt like it'd be fun to jump into some sniper rifles and finish those off. We're only doing a 5K today, so nothing too crazy. We got to shake out the legs. We had a good rest yesterday, so we got to get back in it here. We'll do a couple of streams this week, take a break on Friday and Saturday, come back Sunday strong for hopefully a nice long run. We've been really beating up our legs recently, but we're ninjas. We enjoy the abuse and we like the hard grind. It's what we live for. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday. If you're working out with me, jump in. Let's get this. So we have some classics. We're gonna just see if we can get some normal maps here. Hopefully my treadmill is enjoying the break that I gave it here. Just one day. My legs are definitely feeling it from the super stream we had on Sunday. So we're gonna steady ourselves in a good slow jog pace. We don't want to jump back into a super run just yet, or a super fast pace, because you know it's not worth risking injury. Let's start the HUD. Let's get it here. Well, that's not our goal, right? That's not our goal. That was Sunday's goal. Let's change it up here. Let's get a new... There we go, that's a lot better. How about that? Alright, starting it off with Summit. Summit's a good crunchy map. Let's get a nice, good pace here. Just a good jog. Alright, cool. We got the Strider for us. Our first sniper rifle, hopefully to hit Tempest this stream. We'll see. It's definitely a change of pace from the marksman rifles and some of the other guns that we were doing. So we'll see. Well, we got 1 kill and we're instantly dead. We gotta hang back. We're not gonna be running and rushing in on this loadout. Yeah, we'll just get a good pace going. I can already feel my legs are kind of nice and tender. But we definitely need to get this jog at least in, because we don't want to suffer any blood clots. We did get some there I go. We got some cross training in yesterday by doing some yard work. You know, stretching, bending, pulling. That's hopefully helpful for us. Oh, I know what we're playing. We're playing... This is all free-for-all. No wonder. I'm like, where's my teams? Alright, so this is going to be challenging. I didn't know we had free-for-all activated. But we'll give it a shot. We're not going to dip out. We'll just play the game. But you can tell people are playing more defensive on free-for-all because they don't have their teammates Oh, I thought a guy was up there. Alright, let's try it. Oh no, thought the guy would have heard me shooting right there. There we go. Oh no, he's moving. Yeah, my feet are fine. I feel like my feet, man, suffer a lot of abuse with these shoes. The 5 fingers, you know, we're running with those 0 drop, 0 heel ninja shoes, so to speak, because we're ninjas. And long distance runners, I'm telling you, you have to get into these shoes. You're not going to be able to sustain long runs for long durations throughout your life if you are running on those padded heels, so to speak, because in the end, they're just going to get you. Oh, he's right there. He's waiting for me, so I'm going to sneak attack him. Oh, he's gone. Woo! Yeah, this is interesting loadout or layout. I haven't played free-for-all in a long time. I remember grinding that on Vanguard because I thought it was pretty interesting. I wanted to get some achievements done. I was able to get first place in free-for-all at one point. Woo! Yeah, that's crazy karma. Crazy karma hitting me. Let's try some, oh, he knows where I am. I thought he did, at least. Ran right in front of him. We gotta stay back a bit. We want to get a couple of kills here with the sniper. We gotta get 5. 5 kills. That's what's gonna do to take us to Tempest on these snipers. But yeah, definitely happy to get back in playing snipers. Especially after the LMGs. I thought the LMGs would have been a fun class to grind. I don't really necessarily like the LMGs. They're heavy, and they got firepower and velocity, fire rate, but they're not my type of gun to be running and gunning with. I'd much rather be running with a sniper, even if it means getting got by someone with a pistol, for sure. But yeah, this is a good warm-up from, yeah, really a break from multiplayer, hitting up Infinite Warfare Zombies. That was really fun to do. I can always go back to those maps, and that's why they're good for my long-distance runs. I feel like I don't get, you know, angry playing those maps, even when I miss a step and have to kind of circle back, backtrack on an Easter egg step, like I feel like I always do on Challenge Shuffle. But it's just how it goes, the way she goes. Whew, that guy got me fair and square. So I feel like, yeah, we can take breaks from the normal grind to help us, you know, reset, recharge, and come back with a new, you know, new outlook. Do that in all facets in your life, and you will experience, you know, less heartache, less stress. I think sometimes when we're really grinding something, you know, we're really wanting to make something work, you know, we end up burning out, so to speak. You know, I think we all know what that feels like at work. We are working on something, working technology, so I constantly am, you know, working with problems, problem solving, troubleshooting, analyzing, and yeah, for me, sometimes even when it feels like I'm right there to get the answer, you know, I'll be way off. And in my line of work and development, it's kind of interesting because I kind of look at it like martial arts. I have a martial arts mind, so to speak. So I look at it like martial arts would address a problem or a situation or confrontation, and I look at it and I say, how can this problem be remedied, or how can this conflict be resolved? And it's always about getting to the root cause. But it's also, what I've noticed is kind of you have to do some type of rinse and repeat. Hey, not dead last. You have to do some type of rinse and repeat where if you fixed it and it works, you know, you got to the root cause, you found it. It's almost like you have to start over, empty your glass, or take a different approach and do it again, but with a smarter mindset. In my mind, that's all about the practice of martial arts. Say you learn a technique and you got it, or you hit a board, or you broke something, or you did a form, a kata, and you did it, and you finished it. And you get to do it again. And the more you do it, hopefully, the better you get at doing it. We're gonna bounce out a free-for-all here. Yeah, it's fun, but we'll bounce out. You kind of have to do the same thing in coding, where I do software engineering work. You have to first remedy the situation, find the root cause, find the solution, and then it's almost like I wipe away my changes and I do it again, but with a smarter mindset to make the changes cleaner. Talk about clean code at my work, my line of work. Cleaner, simpler. In most software, the problems can be complicated, but the solution should be simple. It should be very straightforward, easy to understand, easy to repeat. Oh, imprint. Please give me a long distance map. And if you apply that, you basically go through the cycle of rinse and repeat, back and forth, where you are wiping away your changes and reapplying them to get to that minimal fix, that solution that's really lean and mean, so to speak. And the more I do that, the more I start to wonder, wow, this is a great example of martial arts. Bruce Lee had said it too, the best martial arts is, it strips away all the unnecessary weight or extra movement. Like he was saying, it's sculptures. The sculptor doesn't add clay to the sculpture. No, he strips it away until the truth is revealed. And that's usually a simpler pattern, design, situation. And you can use that in your life, all over your life. You find in order to do this or to make this, I have to build, I have to make it a little bit more complicated in areas of your life. Majority of the time, you can fix problems by removing barriers or excess stuff or excess noise, so to speak. Try that in your home life. I've been trying to practice it in my mind when it comes to certain things that I'm working on at my house. Sometimes it just means, revisiting something and saying, is this necessary? Do I still need this? You could do that in cleaning, especially. When you're doing your spring cleaning or fall cleaning or, heck, downtime cleaning on the weekends, you can look at it and say, boy, do I need this? You might have this nostalgia effect going, hey, yeah, I kind of still need this because, I have a memory attached to it, associated with it. Boy, do I love throwing those away. Because a lot of times that memory is still in your mind. Why do you need something, tangible? Why do you need a physical object to remind you of that trip you took, or that place you visited, or that, that movie you went and saw? Like me, for one, I used to collect movie tickets all the time. I used to work at a theater when I was younger, and so big movie fan. Love the theaters. I love the concept of the theatrical arts. I love going to see a good movie with a good story, and I would keep the movie stubs. I had over 100 when I was a kid and growing up, and so I realized, why do I need to keep these? I remember that I saw the movie. I remember the movie so much that I probably own the movie, or I watch the movie every year, so to speak. Why do I need a ticket stub to tell me that I was there? Oh, I was there at this day when it came out, back in 1999, went and saw The Matrix, or all these other movies. Why do I need a piece of paper to remind myself that? I don't. And I've used that in my fitness, in my running. I don't run sanctioned marathon events on two pretenses. One, I don't need another medal, guys. I don't need another medal, trophy, whatever that says, I won, I ran this marathon on this day and everything. I have so many gold medals and trophies I can smelt down to make a golden calf. For what? For me to worship? No, I don't do that. I have my trophies in my garage, my gold medals in the garage, and my silver medals and my bronze medals and my black belts, because they remind me of what I accomplished. And I should keep those, but I don't go and I worship them. I don't go and I say, man, look at me. I don't have them behind me. As you can see, I don't have any of my medals or any of my black belts behind me, because they're not active in my daily life, in my daily practice. My cello is, my swords are, my nunchucks are, and maybe one day those ninja stars will be, but I attached them to the wall right here for maybe future use. And that's it. I don't have anything else. A couple of tapestries in the room. That's it. I don't need to be worshiping those medals, because those medals just, for me, were milestones in my life. They were milestones reminding me, hey, this is what I did a long time ago. And do I have them in memory? Yeah, sure. But those medals were gained at a time in my life where I didn't have much. And so these meant more. Now that I live in abundance, I tell you, I live in abundance in my house. I am a wealthy, well-off man, for sure. Now that I have all this, I don't need these little material possessions to, boost my ego, so to speak. We all have egos. I certainly do. I get prideful. I mean, hey, I'm streaming on camera, showing off my ability to do so. Play these games while running. We can pick up the pace just a little bit. We got 1 mile down. Feeling pretty good on the legs. Feeling pretty good. 1 mile down. What I remember is a quote from the movie Fight Club, where they say the things you own end up owning you. Not just material, but also in the mental space. So yeah, clean your house and clean your mind also. You keep a clean mind, lightweight, that in my mind is part of freedom. Hey, it's Freedom Week here in America. I get to talk about freedom. Yes, freedom means to be free of certain things, material and mental. Boy, oh boy. Think of all the poor countries out there, like actual poor and mentally poor, because they don't have the space or the freedom of mental clarity or being light in their headspace. That for me is hard. As a person, if you don't have mental space, mental clarity, mental freedom, then you are in some way, shape or form, a slave to your mind. Yeah, a slave to your own mind, because it has all this noise, all these distractions, all these barriers, all these, just junk, so to speak, in your mind, and it weighs you down. Okay, so a good correlation would be the movie, which my wife and I love watching every year, Labyrinth, with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly. Great movie. Has a lot of great esoteric symbolism in it. And one of the scenes is she becomes lost, confused, because that little guy, what's his name, Hoggle, gives her an apple, which is very synonymous to the apple that Eve took in the garden, that lowered her vibration and brought her out of the heavenly mind, the higher mind, and into a confused space where she was forgetting. She came to a place of forgetting. And what happens is during that transit she was in, she wakes up confused and in clutter, because there's that little creature that she meets in like this filthy dump that's just living in it, carrying all this physical stuff on her back like a hoarder. And what that's doing is that's ruining Jennifer Connelly, because it's in turn creating confusion. All the material possessions that we own ultimately weigh us down. So yeah, in that movie, Fight Club, when he says the things we own end up owning us, he's exactly right. 100% right. Because the things that we own us, not just our, there's a one bloodthirsty, done. Excellent. They don't just weigh us down in our material space, but it's really more so in our mental space.
I love to clean. I love to clean my home. Because when I do, oh man, I instantly feel better. Even if it's like the end of the day. So a good example was yesterday. After work, I was, man, so tired. I was exhausted, I was stressed. I had a meeting today where I wanted to present some things, and I was kind of stressed about that, and then I was stressed about my work in general. And it just started adding weight to my mental space, and I was having a hard time focus last night. Like, by the end of the night, I didn't want to make dinner, so I heated up leftovers. My wife went out with her family, her dad, and celebrated. I said, I don't want to go. Not really because I didn't want to go. I wanted to always spend time with family, but I knew I didn't sleep well. And I didn't sleep well last night either, because I had all this baggage. But what I did after work was I went out in my yard, and I spent an hour pulling weeds in my garden. And that, even though it seemed hard and difficult and tasking, I call it, again, another side of training, it was necessary to clear up some of that headspace. So I offer that to anybody who's dealing with a lot of stress, mental pain, mental baggage. Get out in nature. Nature helps you free up some of your mind. All right, we got 1 out of 3 done with the strider. I'm gonna grab some water. Ooh, Plaza's good for snipers. Let's do it. Flagship's okay, but Plaza's much better. You got those high points. So health isn't just fitness. Health isn't just running, jogging, hiking, biking, swimming, lifting, climbing, whatever. Health is also nutrition. We talked a lot of nutrition on Sunday. We probably spent the whole time talking about nutrition and eating habits. So we'll talk about mental health. That's something I haven't really discussed on the channel. It's a side effect of these 2 components to our trinity of optimal health. It's a side effect if you are working out your emotions. That's one proponent. If you are eating healthy, the right foods in the right amounts at the right time, rich in minerals, nutrients, good fat, proteins, great fiber, then mental health has more benefit of becoming optimal. Well, you can be fit in your mind simply by those 2 proponents, those 2 factions of the trinity of health. But what happens is stress. Let's talk about stress. We talk about anxiety. Anxiety and stress are kind of related because the anxiety buildup, especially as you get older like me, you get a lot of anxiety, worries about the future, worries about your kids, worry about your grandkids, worry about the state of the world, worldly problems, even though you try to shut it out. Because we can't do anything about worldly problems. We shouldn't have to stress about worldly problems. Why are worldly problems our problems? Why am I thinking about stuff that's happening in other countries? Why? Because that little black box on your wrist is telling you, look at me, I have all this information, right? And we're in the age of information. It's good to be informed. It's definitely not helpful to put your head in the ground, head in the sand, and shut it out. Sometimes, though, it's necessary. So, be informed, be educated, but don't be so caught up that you have distractions, that it becomes another added layer to your already existing stress. We all have stress in our actual day-to-day lives. Isn't that enough? No, we gotta think about all these worldly problems and worldly stresses. No, that's not healthy. We can know about them and say, okay, that's going on, cool. What am I gonna do with that? Ask yourself, what am I gonna do with this knowledge? Politics, sure. Voting, yes. But do you think about that all the time, like every day? No, you know, hey, when's the voting happening? Okay, I have time. You plan to think about these problems instead of, oh man, I was so caught up in the worldly stress that I didn't clean my house or I didn't hit my goals the weekend. I just spent the whole day on Saturday just doom scrolling my phone. That's not helping. That's not helping you. That's not helping the worldly problems. Nothing. So again, not at the end of the day, at the moment you start feeling stressed about worldly stuff, just ask yourself, what am I doing right now that's going to help me consume this new knowledge, this new stress, and is it worth my time? If it isn't, shut it out. And plan the time. Say, oh, you know what? Voting is going to happen, in November, and we have these things going on. I'll investigate when I have time. But right now, I got to clean my house, or I got to work on my car, or I got to work on myself. I got to work on my health. I got to go to the grocery store, plan out meals, like all these things. Do budget planning, like everything. That's what matters. You're not going to solve the world's problems. I'm sorry. Just saying that. You aren't going to solve the world's problems. They're always going to be there in one way, shape, or another. We're always going to have conflict. We're always going to have war. We're always going to have corrupt politicians. We're always going to have all these things. You can't change them overnight. Big change, we talk about health and fitness. Big change happens small, day by day, even hour by hour. It's very small. You make a commitment. You make a choice not to sleep in one day. You say, I'm not going to sleep in tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to put my running shoes on. I'm going to make it happen. And you do that. That's one day. Done. Awesome. Then you say, hey, what about the next day? You plan small. You don't say, hey, in 30 days I'm going to lose 30 pounds because I'm going to be running every day. Are you? Are you going to get sore one day and feel like, man, I'm not able to run because, I overran because I have an aggressive goal, too aggressive. And again, is that going to help you? It's going to hurt you, and you're going to burn out as quick as you start. We talk about the difference between motivation and discipline. If you seek out motivation, say, I just have to stay motivated. I have to always be looking at running videos or, even gaming videos, like, oh, I got to stay active in the Call of Duty community. I got to be looking at Discords and threads and all these things on Instagram or whatever. On Reddit, man, I'm so happy I got rid of Reddit, by the way. Useless app. It's all just hype. And it's all just, noise. The one thing you could do is, to help clear out some mental baggage, is to delete a social media account. I know you got a couple. I had a couple. I don't have Facebook. I barely got Instagram this year. Actually a couple months ago, to help spread my channel. That's it. I don't have anything else besides YouTube and now Twitch. And I realized that, man, I was wasting so much time on Reddit. For what? Again, noise. So that's one step. 2 is to make yourself a discipline. Don't get motivated, or don't seek out motivation. Don't say, oh, I'm just not motivated today. You're going to feel that if you're seeking out motivation to help you with your goals. You say, oh, well, I didn't watch, all these videos or, this documentary on running or, or whatever. I didn't buy those shoes, and those shoes are, proven to help me run so many more miles. You don't need fancy shoes to run. I bought these 5 fingers that are expensive, yes, because I'm a super runner. I try to run, tens of miles a week. I need shoes that can carry me. If you just go to Payless or some Walmart brand shoes, they'll last like 5 months for me, maybe. And then I'll be like, well, that was kind of a poor investment. But no, I'm serious. For the average Joe that just needs 30 minutes a day for 3 days a week, those shoes are going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be fine. And what's going to carry you in those shoes is forming and hardening a discipline. You get out of the mentality that I have to be motivated, or better yet, I have to join a club. I have to join a fitness group. I have to join some type of community or culture that tells me, here's what we're doing. We're doing this as a culture. We're doing this as a team effort. Most workouts is individualized, except for like some forms of sports and martial arts. Most of it is one-on-one, man. You're against yourself. You're not against a group. You're not against a team. You're not playing against a team, especially when you're running. Like, Oh, you could say, oh, well, we have this running group against this running group, and we're out to get these many more miles ahead of them. That's goal setting. It's motivation based. That's not discipline. A clique, a crew, a culture is not a discipline. That's a motivation to get you at least off your butt and into a routine. What you do with that is you say, here's my routine. My discipline says I run 5 days a week, or I run 3 days a week, whatever fits you. You're just starting off, 3 days a week is perfectly fine. But if you chase motivation, you will fall short. You will fall short, you'll burn out, and I promise you, it's happened to everybody, including me. You will fall short by saying, I'm not motivated today, or, oh gosh, I'm too tired to work out, I'm just not feeling motivated. Discipline doesn't care about how motivated you are. A discipline says, we are running today. It's like that meme, we're running today. It's exactly that. You don't get to ask yourself or question yourself, you just say, this is my discipline, this is who I become. And that outweighs every form of motivation, that outweighs every club, every clique, every school, everything. I'm not saying that a fitness club or a dojo or anything is the wrong way. No. Gosh, I wouldn't have gotten so far in martial arts if I didn't have a dojo to train at. What I'm doing here, hopefully, is spreading that dojo out into the external world in this digital space that we live in. I realized I have an opportunity to carry myself farther than I could have at a dojo. A training hall only gets you this many students, and they have to walk through the door. Here I am on your phone or on your iPad or whatever, and it's hard to miss me, and you could take me or not. I'm not getting paid to do this. No one's paying me. I don't have donations. I don't do that because I feel like just seeing me is enough. People will scroll past me, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But they've saw me, and they saw this guy, they're like, wow, that's weird. And they might not like me, like the theatrics or the game that I'm playing. They might not like my head. I don't really care, and it's okay to not care. If I were a streamer 24/7, I would change my ways based on the communities and based on what people like and dislike. I bet you there's a lot of people that don't like what I'm doing because it makes them think for a second and say, man, you know, maybe I could do that. Or they hate me because I'm doing it and they're jealous. I don't know. And I don't really care. I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this because it's a commitment, a discipline that I've made to myself. And I have an opportunity, like I said, to spread myself out wide and motivate. That's it. Help motivate so that you can form a discipline of yourself. That's it. I'm just an inspiration. I don't need to be worshipped. I don't need sponsors. I don't need anything. Because I'm getting my workout in like I wanted to. Playing my favorite game like I wanted to. Life is good, everybody. Life is great. Alright, we're still grinding the sniper. That map was pretty tasty. I gotta admit, I was doing more running and gunning. I gotta remember, I'm doing Snipe City. Different pace. Colossus is a pretty tight map. It's got some nice areas for sniping. We'll see if we can remember that we're sniping and not running with our assault rifles, which will come, yeah. Did we already do assault rifles? Man, you take a couple of days off from this game, you go play zombies in Infinite Warfare, and boom, instantly, you have no idea. Alright, first blood. Let's go. Nice. That's nice. Alright, guys, usually coming over here. Usually. Oh, yeah, there he was. There he was. My guy got him, though. Good job, guy. Good job. Yeah, they always try and sidewind you from that area. And these guys like to pipe. Well, let's see if we can pipe some melons today. Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh, that guy's good. Woo, we got him though. We got him. All right, that's 2, 3 more. And we'll do this. Oh, got me sideswiped. Clever girl. Yeah, we'll do this kind of hang back, watch our sides, and we should be fine. We should be fine. Throw a tomahawk just to distract him. Ooh, there's the guy again. There's the guy again. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, no. Maybe. Ah, there he is. Oh my gosh. That guy's good. There we go. We got him. Alright, let's keep running. Yep, another side. Oh, man. Come on, Snipe. Oh, you got a grenade on me. Let's try it. He's right there. Let's fear him out. Oh no, he died. I think my guy got him. Good job, guy. Good job, bro. Alright. Let's see. There we go again. Nice. Yeah, we'll just keep doing this. Back and forth, nice and easy. Play a little campy. But it's snipers. Come on, you gotta give it to me. It's snipers. And we're not doing snipers only. I wish that they had snipers only. That's the way to get these snipers: gold, arclight, and now Tempest. I'm telling you. There we go again. That's 4. No, that's 3. Alright. Let's see if we can get a little sneaky. Get this kill over here, and then we'll go back. I'm glad there's a guy sniping. I'm so glad there's a guy sniping. Ah, he saw me. That's alright. This is a good match. We got one guy sniping, other guys coming up. Come on, guy. I know you want some. I'll give you some. Try and get it. Oh, we're losing Alpha. Ooh, they might be behind us. They are behind us. Woo! God darn. Ah, this guy. I saw the guy in the UAV, and I was like, I gotta get this guy first. Too late. Too slow. Alright, we're spawn flipping. Ooh. Ooh, boy. Ah, this guy's right there. He got us. He got us. Oh, man, he got us. Good shots, bros. Good shots. Anyone next to me? Come on, team. Watch my side. I'll watch your front. Oh, they got a UAV up there. I think I switched to my... Yeah, I think I switched to my... Yeah. My UAV killer. There we go. Woo! Oh, look at that guy. He's coming for us here. Bogus. He got us. Oh, no. I would have gotten that guy. Nice fatality, bro. Nice fatality. You guys seen the new Mortal Kombat? That one I recommend owning. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, but really, go buy it. It's worth the purchase, 100%. It is the movie of the summer. And I know Street Fighter's coming out. Street Fighter's gonna be awesome. But something tells me that Mortal Kombat just has a little bit more. And that's just because I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. You've seen me do some Mortal Kombat tributes to the ninjas. Because I'm a ninja and they're ninjas. Not really any ninjas in Street Fighter, are there? No, they're not. I mean, they're all fighters, they're all martial artists. They're all warriors, which is, yeah, what we're all about. But something hits harder when the ninja element is in there. Alright, we're still here because I know that they're spawned in. Let's see if we can get sneaky. Alright, we got skewers on us. Come on, guy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, how did we miss that guy, huh? We shot him in the back first, and we didn't kill him with that shot. Usually these snipers are one-shot kill to the torso, but apparently not. Apparently not. We gotta aim high. Alright, we're doing pretty good. My knee is not hurting like it was. I think I aggravated a muscle in my right thigh, which happens. I mean, heck, we're doing a big run. You gotta expect some muscle breakdown, but overall, feeling pretty recovered from the run. Pretty recovered. Good enough to run a 5K. Tomorrow we're gonna kick it up to 4 miles. Nothing crazy, we don't wanna go too far. And then Thursday will be our last run of the week. Because Friday and Saturday is 4th of July weekend. Gotta spend some time with the family. Gotta make it happen. Oh, bro, you got me with those clusters. Woo! Oh, we still got that trophy system right here. Let me see if I can destroy it. Where's that guy go? Oh, he's shooting right through the wall. Playing tight. I'm like, are we last place yet? We gotta keep working for last place. Gotta keep working on it. You over there? You over there? Okay, no guys coming on my side. Thanks to whoever released that UAV. I could use that. Come on. Yeah, I used to think that sniper rifles were the hardest thing to do on a treadmill. And I was right. You gotta stay focused, you gotta hit. Yeah, you really do have to get them in one shot, because if you don't, everyone's running with assault rifles, SMGs. They'll mess you up. Yeah, it's tricky with snipers on a treadmill, but we got them gold and we got them arc light. So really, there's no excuse why we can't get them. Whew! Tempest. We'll just get got along the way. It's 5 kills, so you definitely have to play a little campy. Whew. Ah, got him. Or he got me, rather. I got. Alright, we switched spawns. How we doing on our run? Pretty good. Yeah, we slowed down our pace to more like a 13-minute mile pace. Feels good. There we go. So when you get that pipe just right, man, there's nothing better. When you get that lean, that little sway, shot, one shot, headshot especially, like that, like, honestly, nothing's better than that. I'm telling you. Snipers are my favorite. I guess most people could say that. You always hear people say, oh yeah, snipe this, snipe that. And I don't think I got that. There's a calling card in Black Ops 7, 360 no scope. I don't think I have that. And it would be worth getting that, because that one is pretty cool. Pretty braggable. To say, oh yeah, 360 no scope shot him. Alright, 3 miles done. We're basically done with our 5K. Oh, I shot him, but he didn't die. There we go, 2 shots. I gotta shoot high. I gotta aim for the head. Aim for at least the chest area, because that's what gets them that one shot. And they changed it up. In Black Ops 7 for the completions, they said 1-shot kills instead of headshots for the 80, which is 20 less than Black Ops 6, by the way. So really, they made it even easier. Ah! Should have turned my back, but I was kind of surrounded by them. They would have seen me. Yeah, pretty cool. So that's why I think, yeah, they made it easier, 1-shots. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, getting sniper's gold is gonna be cake. Talk a lot about walking on cake. Yeah. Oh, why did I pick up this gun? Give me back my sniper. Alright, where are we? Where? They're gonna be sidewinding us. Side sniping us. We're sniping. Oh, we got the dog. That's our dog. Can I pet that dog? Oh no. Oh no. I think they have a trophy system over there too. Alright, that's our goal. Boom. 5K. Done. We're done with the 5K. Heck yeah. Good old shakeout run. Oh gosh. 2 of them right there. Alright, we gotta get a little bit farther out. Maybe we'll go to B. And the wall jumping is such a great element that they brought back from Black Ops 4. I'm so happy they did that. It truly does make this game that much funner. All the little things they do with every Black Ops, every little thing adds up. They make it a little bit better. That's why I say Black Ops 7 is the best Black Ops has ever been. And that's coming from playing Black Ops 1, man. Gotta say, Black Ops 4 was awesome. One of the best, but Black Ops 7, awesome. Awesome, 100% game. Cool. Well, we're done, folks. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I needed to do. No use on beating up our legs. We got another day. Tomorrow we'll beat them up some more. This was just a shakeout run, just to get us recovered. So if we don't recover at my age, man, you're gonna be suffering even more than you need to. Hey, it's been a great stream. Great run, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like I said, we're gonna be back tomorrow and Thursday for some more runs, and then save Sunday for yet another super run. We're gonna be burning through some more Infinite Warfare Zombies Easter eggs. Hey, maybe if we get those 3 maps done out of the way, we could jump right into Attack of the Radioactive Thing. I'm feeling pretty good about that. That's an easier map, in my opinion, only because the map is huge, and there's a lot of space, and the boss fight's super easy. So yeah, I think we'll have success doing those first 2 maps, or 3 maps a little bit quicker, now that we've kind of practiced them out, and as long as we have a good healing weekend, we're going to be right on track. As always, it's a privilege and honor for me here running and gunning on the channel. It's me, Kevin the Ninja, victorious in our 5K. I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. Let's get it. We've earned it. Have a great one, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be right back.